back again. I don't know, my computer has been acting goofy today and yesterday, but anyway, I'm dealing with it. Yeah, so today is around, I don't know why I keep on wanting to say Saturday. It feels Saturday-ish to me. Let me see if I can do something about that light. Yeah, I was supposed to go out today, but I'm not. You know what, y'all? So instead of this being a read, I think that I'm gonna talk to you about something because this is a spiritual channel where I do my tarot card readings, and I also do talk about some points that I've experienced in my life. Okay, and narcissistic abuse has been one of the situations that I'm very versed in. Right? Oh, the reason why I'm doing this cognitive dissonance. I keep on forgetting that freaking word. I need to write it down. I'm not writing it down. But it's cognitive dissonance. It's I find if I were to be objective, I do find that sometimes, even though I'm alright, I'm good for yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I do find that I do still have run-ins with that dynamic. Now, what I believe though, this is not something that I read or can even, um, like, scratch myself, or even like validate technically. I think that cognitive dissonance is something that we all experience. It's just that people that um, have been born and raised and taught by psychopathic people, like narcissists, I think that they have it more often. Okay, it's so crazy. Here's the thing. Here's the funny part. Check it out. Mm. I'm okay though, and I keep saying that. I guess I'm not convincing myself like one would say, "Oh, stop! Why are you explaining yourself and all that stuff?" I don't have to explain myself, but for so far from what I can assume, I think that in order for this channel to serve its purpose that am doing it for, I do gotta explain stuff, and I would like to be an example, you know. And when I say an example, I mean as realistic as possible, without delving into being inappropriate, okay, or childish or ineffective. Mainly, I'm not really. Um, I don't mind when people have a lower or an unright thought about me because I already know, no matter what state of situations that I'm in, I'm in charge of me, and I am in charge of me. I'm in charge of my appearance, and so even if I'm slipping in that arena, it's sometimes we all do, right? I know that time starts to heal ASAP, and then it's my pleasure to fix and repair things, right? Now, turn this down. This is like classical music for kids. I don't. That's all I could find without words to interrupt me. Sometimes the music gets me going. I'm like such a weird thing from. I mean, literally from 1 minute to the next. Like 1 minute, I'm like. I have several different layers to my personality, and they come out whatever. And I like it. I like it. But here's the thing I'm saying. There's this. Also, what I was making this for is about this resonance with fear of success. So it dawned on me. Fearing success is like I think it's a place that you're like in purgatory or something like that, if you will. It's like when you've completed like some type of karmic cycle or even even if it's not a karmic cycle, like it could be something more along the physical um, lines. Like it could be a physical completion of a situation or a phase in life, right? Um, you know, a lot of times if there is something that you've completed and then the next phase is somewhere that you've like never been, um, I'm telling you, what fear of success seems like to me is unconsciously not moving forward. You gotta really have really keen, objective eyes on yourself to, you know, diagnose that about yourself. And if you're coming from out of a situation that's toxic, that's codependent, narcissistic, borderline, or what is it around cluster B ish. You know, everything has its spiritual aspects to it, right? Every situation, every thought, everything, every way. There's a spiritual component to every everything. There's a spiritual component to this heart, this finger, this. Well, these spirits definitely. But what I'm saying is, that's that, right? And when you are moving one from a bad place to a better place, I don't know if it's because of I don't know why it is, but it's like you you unconsciously you sabotage a little bit, or you allow other things to get in your way, and it feels like you gotta pay. You gotta be kind to yourself. I don't mean to be like all over the place, y'all. I'm just wanting someone to get this and take hold of what I'm saying and like decide to not give up. Don't ever give up on yourself. If you have to cry your way through, cry your way through. If you have to do what the hell you have to do what the fuck you have to do to get through. If you can be, elegant and graceful, then do that too. Do what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Um, just don't give up on yourself. And if you should happen to drop the ball, or if you should happen to fail, or not succeed, people around you will already be, pointing and looking and all that there. So you can leave all that focus on that bad thing that you've done. Leave it to them because they're going to do it anyway. And then you, the most powerful, most important, most anointed person in your life, you pick up and you start to repair and rebuild and redo and remake and or continue or figure out a way. Um, uh, I'm trying to. I don't want to say wrong stuff, but I just want people to be encouraged. The reason that I'm saying it is because I was going to try and just be like an encouraging figure on YouTube, but sometimes some things you really do just have to you have to identify. So I am going to sometimes identify it. So while sometimes it may seem as if you know she's feeling sorry for herself, or she's having a pity party, or she's blame shifting and she's blaming this person and that person. I know that to the naked eye, it might seem that way to some people, and that's all right, However, my goal is never to do that. My goal actually is to do just the opposite. And I know that maybe sometimes being someone that's doing this, there's so many real barriers that you gotta overcome and get through. And then there's like nobody there. Like so, when you're in a situation where you've been what's the word? I gotta write these terms down. Discarded, or whether it's by your own doing or by the person by another person's doing? Or hell, what if you really did do something bad or wrong, or what if you were in the wrong and you were, and so now your boyfriend or your girlfriend said fuck you and sped off and left, and now you might find yourself in the same position where you just want to do it better and be more. A lot of times when we make mistakes, I mean, when we do, because we have all been there where we did some shit that was fucked up, and intentionally knowing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's even the fuck worse, right? So that person that you did dirty or what have you, they bounce, they skid on you and shit, and you're still left behind, isolated, more than likely, or sometimes. Okay, I'm only including that into this scenario because I do not wish to, come across as a victim person, even though I know that that might be an accusation that people will make, especially coming from, me telling my side of things, or telling my story, basically. People that come across this, they will, people that do wrong things and bad things, most of them don't want to admit it, and they don't want to, because admitting something like that, it will automatically cause there to be like a change. You either want to change it or cover it up. So most of the time, so whenever you hear like people accusing yourself or me even of being like a victim or something like that, they're trying to cover something up. And always judge by the spirit. Okay, always. Um, I'm just glad that I'm here now for these days. I did at one point feel really low and like really, really down and out and defeated and embarrassed and like really shameful. I did at the same time know that with that feeling that I was dealing with and experiencing, I knew it wouldn't stay and last forever. And back then, I'm gonna go ahead and like still keep the videos and things up that I have done, like on YouTube and on Facebook for the most part, and be they tarot card videos or just me saying some things or whatever, is because I think that it's beneficial for the average person to look at whoever, like if I'm encouraging you, or if this is encouraging you, or if this is resonating with you, but you're not here yet, right? You can still go back, and I still feel like I'm novice to an extent with doing it, because I'm developing like more comfortability as we go. Believe it or not, now I'm in my zone and in my lane, but it still takes some getting accustomed to here. So that's the position that I rest in sometimes. But I remember back in the day, about a year or so ago, when I would literally just break down and start crying, and I still do get emotional, but not because I'm so hurt that these folks did these things. That honestly doesn't even the good outweighs the bad. When you are left behind, discarded, or in a position where you gotta begin again, it's like a when you find yourself in, like, say, the six of swords, or what's worse than that, even possibly eight of cups. You put so much time and effort into something, even to the point where you was looking hella like crazy and stupid, even, right? But you put all that time and effort into it, and just to finally have to let it go. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you gotta let it go. After the eight of cups, you go into the nine of cups, which represents wish fulfillment, and it also does come with a side of cockiness, um, that you can choose to move in or not move in, like, you know what I'm saying. But it's like your wish fulfillment. You overcame. You overcame something. You kept, and you were saying to people, or you were insisting, willing to overcome that low space that you found yourself in. And the only thing that sometimes you have to support your decision to press forward, especially when you've been browbeaten over and over again, you only have faith in the way as the world turns, and you have faith in time, and you've got faith in God. You know what I mean? Like, that is a true, real thing, a real fact. You might not know what you're going to do. One moment. Uh, mhm. I mean, we can, but I mean, what about? Okay, unless you just want to do it all at tomorrow. It's up to you. Okay, well, whenever you get here, I'll be ready. But I'm in the middle of a whatchamacallit thing, so if today's fine. I'm still dressed. I'm glad I didn't get. I was getting ready to just get undressed, but I can. We can do it today. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna leave the door unlocked then, so that way you can just come on in, just in case I'm still in the middle, because I don't like to stop. This is not cool, but okay. 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 Yes, sir. Alrighty. All right. Bye bye. I'm telling you, two birds at one time. I did not mean to have that on as a shot on recorder, but whatever. You know, I don't really like to go over it on Facebook for some reason. I don't know why yet, but thoroughly I don't like it though, and I'm not qualified to go live on YouTube, so that's that. And I don't want to stop the recording because like when you, I don't know, like when I stop a recording for some reason or another, it just kind of makes me feel weird. So I guess I'm being possibly overly empathetic, and I'm trying to not have you guys have to feel that way. Like, you know what I mean? I don't get me wrong. I will do it, but there are times when I really want to be as authentic as possible. And you are the only person that can kind of know when that is necessary or when you're feeling comfortable enough to, be that way. Um, I'll tell you one thing though. There is some truth to, you gotta begin things before you're ready. Like you gotta start operating in like a certain vibration before you're even in the vibration. So when you make a decision, to be successful or to do better or to reinvent yourself or to start some conquest or something like that, when you make a decision to do it, where you are and where your mind's eye is showing you and manifesting before you could be a great disparity. Like it could be like really like ages, light years seeming, you know, um, separated from each other. You know what I'm saying? Yet and still, like magic, it's all going to come together. Okay, so I don't want to make this, too long. I do want to really encourage anyone. I mean, granted, when you do things, when you commit sins or you make certain mistakes or what have you, even if the other another party involved forgives you or if they don't forgive you, um, you are still completely and thoroughly within your birthright to I just got hot again. What was that look that Jim? You're within your right as a human being to like do better and be better. You know, and if there are entities, people, or even in your mind. I know when I first got this started, it was very excruciating, and I will always say that, and I always will say that because I knew I was going to make it, but I didn't know I didn't know how I was going to make it. Like I just was like, literally, like, oh God, one day I'm going to really, after I think about how raw I want to present this, like, I'm gonna let you guys know, like, really what the fuck that shit was like, though, and not saying that I'm Miss High and Mighty, but I'm mighty, and I am high. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm actually in a space where I knew I would get here, but this is like it almost feels like unbelievable, and yet it's not that big a deal. So I do realize that, okay, well, bitch, you sitting here talking about something you all this, you ain't no weird. I get it. I feel you. It's just that yes, I am though. You know what I mean? Um, and I just want to encourage anyone who wishes to be better and do better, no matter where you come from or what has happened, you know, previous to certain moments. You're not obligated to stay fucked up. Okay, you're just not. It's unnatural. It's unnatural for you to stay all fucked up. It's only natural for you to evolve and change and do better. That's where that fucking fear of success feeling, what I started this thing for, the fear of success comes in at not moving forward like you should. You know what I'm saying? Um, you become like in a loop of karma. Like you just keep going round and round and round in the same fucked up ass shit space where you probably should have moved on or moved along. I don't even know why I said this is the Page of Swords. Why? I don't even know why I'm doing this, y'all. This is how I get though. King of Swords. I'll do just one more. Two more actually. Justice. And the Star. Alright, enough said. This here actually does like support. What am I saying? I'm hot again, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, so Page of Swords is like a student. It can be other things, but depending on the position in the field, this is like a student type of an energy. Wanting to know what's what and asking questions, paying attention, ready to learn. Questions. So it's like you're going from the Page of Swords, moving right on along, moseying in along to the King of Swords energy. Great disparity, great big difference, right? And justice, that's karma. I was just saying, you find yourself getting caught up in a karmic cycle, right? And then you've got this star. It's up to you. It's up to you to go for this star. This is going to happen. It's a part of life. It's like winter, spring, summer, and fall. Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all of that stuff. It kind of 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. It goes. It just keeps going like that. It don't stop. It won't wait. So you might be down for the count momentarily, but you'll get back up. You get back up, and when you do, you'll just keep on moving. Your body it grows older while you're in that Four of Swords energy. If that was a case, your body does age. But while you're resting, it's like God is so awesome. How do you want to grow old and heal and grow youthful, and have the ability to work out and exercise, and then end up having a harder, stronger body than you had when you were in your 20s, but you're in your 50s. Like, that's something. I mean, it seems like it's not a big deal, but it kind of is. Like, could you create something that magnificent? No. Only by the grace of our Creator, our universe, our God, our Chi, our Prana. You name it and claim it for however you would like to address it, but do so. Make sure you do it and acknowledge it and work with it, because it's always working with you. Some people don't believe in God, but God believes in you, and God can't not believe in you. Like, it's just part of that's God. Anyway, I don't want to get out of pocket. I was going to say, but that's not what I should have said, but I just want to be encouraging, that's all. And use your discernment above judgment. Be discerning. Judgment kind of feels to me like a lot of gossip sometimes. And you just never know when you're entertaining an angel. And quite frankly, there's always an angel being entertained by you. So know that you're always entertaining an angel, always. Whether the angel is, an angel of the Most High God, or an angel of an oppressor, or of a lower nature, or of a different thing, or whatever, that's entirely up to the person that's dealing with what we're talking about here. But you are always entertaining an angel. Always. Always. So always be on your best. Be on your best, do your best, and just please. I'm gonna make more videos like this, but I guess maybe soon I'm gonna have to start like taking notes and things because I don't like when I forget something. But that word that I kept on forgetting on the videos that I've done prior to this is called cognitive dissonance. I really need to write it down. I might write it down because I'm gonna have to probably address it again with these talks here. So thanks for being here, folks, and happy Friday. It feels like Saturday though. But yeah, thanks for being here and just rock with me a little bit and help me grow this channel. And I think that there will be a lot of information that'll prove useful to whoever does get to experience this. And even if you decide like you can't watch it or you can't verify or you don't want to like it, don't worry about it. I mean, the good thing about YouTube is that the videos don't come down, they stay up. And even if it's 10, 20 years from now, then some soul comes across it. I'm certain that it'll be a benefit because that's my intention. I only intend for this to be beneficial. That's the only reason why I'm doing it, and I'm grateful. I know I need to get better, but I'm grateful for where I am right now. So, ta-da-la, toodaloo. I'll see you guys later because now I gotta get ready to go to the store.